Hello, my sweet little darlings. Welcome back to the Red Room with me, MG. Today we're going to be doing another album walkthrough. If you remember, I set myself a challenge of doing an album of fresh original material every 6 weeks back in 2024. And this was the third album of the year. It's got a bit of a synth-poppy kind of thing that's blending in to my usual grungy territory. And I think it mixes quite well. So let's go and take a listen to Mechanised. All right, Mechanised. Let's take a little listen. What's the concept behind the album, I hear you ask? Well, it's about the rise of AI and how it's affecting music and how that annoys me somewhat. I think it's got a place to aid you in the writing of songs. Like, I use an AI drummer, but I get in and I fully manipulate that AI drummer. And that's purely because I don't have room for a drum kit. And I actually don't know any drummers in a 40-mile radius of where I live. Otherwise, I'd have one. Trust me, I'd have one. And I'm really not okay with robots writing songs. And what I'm even more not okay with is people taking those songs and passing them off as something they've written. That's just devious. And it's nonsense. And the songs are just garbage anyway. You know, they sound great, but they're soulless. Because robots don't have souls, as we all know. And they can't. And they're never going to be able to do it. Until you can emulate passion, it's just going to be a heap of shit. And the good thing is kids these days can spot AI a mile away. And they don't like AI songs. So I'm hearing from all the kids that I've spoken to on the subject. They prefer just good old-fashioned written by humans. And the whole point of robots is they're meant to clean your house whilst you're writing songs or doing whatever it is, not the other way around. You know, I don't want a robot writing songs so I've got loads of spare time to hoover. You know, fuck off. Anyone creating these apps, just fuck off. So, right, let's get stuck in. The concept of the album is the rise of AI. So that's why the album covers like the rise of these robots. It's very Terminator-y sort of look. And when you hear Mechanised, this song I'm about to play, the title track of the album, it's kind of, I put on a robot voice at the start, and because I've got a bit of fusion of heavy metal and a sort of German drone Kraftwerky kind of vibe going on, it called out for me to do a little German accent, and I ended up just sounding like Arnie in the Terminator. So I thought it set the scene, and the little robot there, it kind of set the scene quite nicely. So let's take a listen to Mechanised.
Sleep. Break the glass for the human sleep. Cold to touch, but warm inside. Feel to please and pleasure light. Of lies they will become the aware. See mechanized won't care.
that's Mechanised. That's a lot of fun. It really is. I enjoy that so much. Next song is called Top Down. Just whilst I was in the 80s mood, I went through and I watched a documentary on Netflix about Bon Jovi. And I was like, fuck, they were really good. They were. And Desmond Childs, who was one of the guys, a major songwriter, wrote songs for Tina Turner and everybody, but he kind of wrote Bon Jovi's first two biggest hits. They were a great band, but they're just lacking a wee hit, and he went away and wrote You Give Love a Bad Name and Living on a Prayer for them. And I thought, oh, those songs were just fabulous. So I kind of analysed what's going on in those songs that makes them so utterly fantastic, and thought, you know, it is really that New Jersey sound. You listen to Springsteen, who was a massive influence on John Bon Jovi and that band. There's a real vibe, a real, I don't know what it is. The New Jersey sound is just so cool. Springsteen is just brilliant, and he's one of the loveliest people on earth. I hope to meet him one day, and tell him how fucking amazing he is. Anyway, this song is called Top Down, and it's really just about, a convertible car, putting the top down and just going for a drive and the wind blowing in your hair. If you've got hair, I still have mine. This isn't a wig, and I've not had plugs, I've still got it. So yeah, I can still do this. Right, yeah, so this is Top Down. There we go. I also just remembered when it came on, it's kind of emulating what songs like Living on a Prayer and Jack and Diane were about. It's about a couple eloping and fucking off in a car somewhere. So that's kind of what's going on in there. And I also forgot to mention the guest appearance from my good friend Thomas. A lovely German shredder of a guitarist who's absolutely fabulous, and he just brought that song to life. I just said to him, look, because he can turn his hand to anything, I said, look, I need a bit of a Richie Sambora thing going on here. What can you do for me? And he's just absolutely nailed it, and doing all the little squeals and stuff on the guitar. Stuff I just can't do. I can't play speed guitar. I can do a bit of finger tapping at the most. So all my guitar solos have a kind of Brian May meets Dave Gilmour kind of thing. There's a nice slower kind of pace that I can manage. Then he can just come in and go, and he's amazing. Anyway, let's move on to the next song. Now, I was saying earlier my love of synth-pop, and particularly the band Ultravox. They were a massive influence on this song, and I just wanted to create a kind of vibe, like that club that the Terminator walks into. I can't remember what it's called. Club something or other. Where Sarah Connor walks in, and it's when everyone's kind of dancing This is how you danced in the 80s, like this. And there was a smoke machine and everyone had big perms. That's my memory of the 80s. It just looked like that. And neon lights. The name of the club would be in neon lights. So that's what this song is about.
To the basement below, through the hair and dry ice, a vision to see as I hold you in my gaze. Well, I should know everything about you. I should know. Everything about you.
There you go, everything about you, and my best attempt at trying to emulate Midge-Ure's guitar sound. It's a complete homage. I love Ultravox and Midge-Ure, all of his solo stuff. I just love him to bits. I saw him for the first time 2 years ago and I actually cried. He played all my favourite songs, all the Ultravox songs. Vienna and Love's Great Adventure was one of my favourite songs. I just went, it's so good. Anyway, the next song is just back to being a good old-fashioned rocker. It's called Shit Kicking Love Boots. There's a title for a song. I want to put my boots on and fucking kick the shit out of you, said Love to me. It's not me kicking my lover to death. It's about a woman who just tramples all over you and uses your heart as a fucking squeeze box. This is it, Shit Kicking Love Boots. There we go. Shit Kicking Love Bits. Next song, My Fuck Buddy. So it's quite a sweary album, I'm just noticing. shit and fuck. I just didn't put in yes, my fuck buddy. It's basically about, the clue is in the title. It's about someone who's falls in love with their fuck buddy. A boy or lady, depending on who you are. That you have infrequent sex with as part of a mutual contract, that whenever you need a shag and there's nobody around to satisfy your needs, that you can call up your fuck buddy and and pleasure each other. Oh, my kids are gonna love this. I don't have a fuck buddy, I've got a wife. Oh dear. Oh, she's gonna kill me. Anyway, yeah. So it's another heavy rock song. It's just I liked the topic. The riff came first, and then the topic just popped into my head. It's not that I was looking for a fuck buddy. You know how I talk about subconsciously things come to the surface. It was a phonetic thing I was doing when I was singing the chorus, and I went, oh, that fits, and then just built the song around the title. So this is my fuck buddy.
Touch the sky, now I'm on the ground. Reality is all around. And did I lose a friend or fantasy? A part of her now dead to me.
My fuck buddy. I just remembered it's actually about his fuck buddy has met someone else and she's no longer available. So that's why it's quite a mournful song. The next song, Invisible. What the hell's Invisible about? It's just about, you know, the attack on your ego when no one's paying attention to you. It's like, I'm invisible to people. I'm fucking invisible here, by the way. I'm just going to bung it on, and I'll try and remember what the sentiment behind the song is once it's been played. That's a bit shit. So this next song is called Invisible, and it's, again, another clue in the title. It's just about being invisible to people, that no one's paying you any attention. So we'll talk a little bit more about it afterwards, but I'm going to stick it on. Here we go, Invisible.
never gonna see what you wanna see, so stop looking. I tell you girl, there's nothing cooking. Don't try to follow me back home. When I get to my door, well you better be gone. Not round the corner, but halfway round the world. Cause you never took the time to understand the way I function. I always try to help you see it through my eyes. Well, I made a promise to myself, if I ever wound up on a shelf, I'd check the mirror and find out who I am. I know that what I'm meant to be doesn't look like you and me, so cheerio, I'm off to pastures new. Cause you never took the time to understand the way I function. I always try to help you see it through my eyes. You're visible, I'm invisible to you. Invisible, I'm invisible to you.
There we go, Invisible. Yeah, so it's really just about a guy breaking up with a woman who's never quite been able to see who he actually is. You know, it's like, I've been with partners like that who just saw you as something and never saw you as anything else. Never quite got the depth of you, never quite understood you. And I don't think you should really be with someone who doesn't fully understand you. Because I don't think you're with your soulmate if you haven't got that kind of understanding. You know, like me and my wife fully understand who each other are and how we work. And I think that's why it works. I don't think you can exist without that. So yeah, this is about, that's what that was about, Invisible. Anyway, the next song, Death to the Bots, is, oh, it's so much fun. It's fuck off robots, go clean the house. And it features my good buddy Pip from Holland, my BandLab chum, and she just puts in a stellar performance on this song. Here we go, Death to the Bots.
From a cute girl, imagination running riot. But I'm trying to put bottom cover. I bet my person's not
love it. Oh, Pip, I love her to death. She's so much fun. She just takes the spirit of the song and runs with it. She does punk so well. What a voice. It's so hard to find someone. You could just plop her into the 1970s, dress her in the Vivienne Westwood gear, and with a big chain. She'd have been perfect. I thank God she exists. Right, moving on. One of these days is... I was trying to write a kind of middle of the road pop song. You know, the kind of thing that you would get from a band like Keane or you know, any of the other bands that were kind of out around that time, because I had a melody in my head and it just, that was the kind of vibe that was coming out. So yeah, it's just a nice, pleasant song. One of these days we'll make a change for the better. It's about a couple trying to improve their lives. There you go, that was One of These Days. Just a nice, pleasant song, I think. I like the melody. Right, moving on, track number 9, Sirens. This is about sirens, the Greek characters, the ladies who would sing and draw sailors to their doom, to be smashed on the rocks with their beautiful voices. And most songs that I've heard about sirens, there's only a few, but every time there's something about writing songs about sirens, the songs ends up being brilliant. The famous one is Song to the Siren by Tim Buckley, who was Jeff Buckley's dad. And it's beautiful. It was covered by a band called This Mortal Coil, who are made up of members of like the Cocteau Twins and Pixies. And the singer, Liz Fraser, just has the most haunting voice. It's a Celtic voice, and she just sends shivers down my spine. And there's a lovely story behind this. Liz Fraser was actually my auntie's cousin. So my uncle married this woman, and her cousin was Liz Fraser. And she was in a band called the Cocteau Twins. That's why we knew who she was. Oh, the Cocteau Twins, is that really who that is? Well, Liz Fraser, after doing the cover of Song to the Siren, years later, Jeff Buckley heard it and fell in love with it. And when he met her, he fell in love with her. It's a beautiful way that they came together through his dad's song. That was just beautiful, and it's haunting. Anyway, I'm rambling again. and potentially name dropping at the same time. I've never met her, I'd love to meet her. The most beautiful eyes, stunning woman. Yeah, so this is Silence.
Voices call me outside. Wonder what's out there. Onto rocks I falter, stranded with my despair. If I'd listened to the sirens, wouldn't I make my way to you? Everything I treasure deeply would lie at the bottom of the blue. Thank the Lord for your call, and that I made you at all. Those doors slide away.
Sirens, yeah. I think another part of the intention of the song was to talk about, because I had a lot of girlfriends before I met my now wife. We've been together forever, so I don't know how I managed to fit in quite so many girlfriends prior to her, but I did. And none of them really ever lasted more than 3 months. I just never gelled. or I was an arsehole or something. So they're like the sirens who are calling to me, trying to steer me away from the eventual meeting of my wife, but thankfully I kept rowing, I kept sailing, and I met her, and it's just a song about how much I love her. Oh. Anyway, the next song is a Horror Show, and this is the ending of the album. I always like to end the album on something a wee bit different. Now this was a song that I had sitting around for about, oh my god, 10 or 15 years, and I never knew quite what to do with it. It's a big kind of like theatrical epic, like a Shirley Bassey kind of thing, or a Tom Jones kind of song, one of those kind of things. And it always, I had scattered over the top of it, and it came out being very Freddie Mercury. It was like I was trying to do a Freddie Mercury impersonation, and I'm like, I can't do anything with this song until I get over singing it like Freddie. So eventually it came to me to make something a little bit different out of one of these big show tunes, to make it about an absolute horror show arsehole of a partner. It's not about anybody, it's not about an ex-girlfriend or anything, it's hypothetical. And it's probably actually more the woman singing it. I think in my head I'm Shirley Bassey in a big gold dress singing it and being all flamboyant, and she's been mistreated by an absolute twat of a man he's the horror show. So yeah, that's what this is about. Take a listen.
Alive, oh, hear me sing. It's brought me joy, wouldn't change a single thing. I put up with dicks and liars and fools, but nothing, oh nothing compares to you. You win the prize for shit of the year. You take the biscuit, you piss in my beer. You think you're so clever, but you're dumb as fuck. And if you want me, well, you're fresh out of love. You've always been such a horror show. Yes, a horror show. It's time for you to go.
Owen. I forgot Thomas appears on this as well. My lovely friend Thomas from Germany. His little guitar solo that I'm talking over. You'll just have to go and listen to it. Sorry Thomas if you're watching this for turning it down whilst you were performing. So yeah, that's it. That's Mechanised, the album. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you haven't already, please go and listen to some of the others, and I'm going to be doing regular updates. I've still got another 4 albums to go through to get through 2024's albums. You can see them here along the bottom. They're kind of not in chronological order, but that's them there. There's one from August last year, then my Christmas song, then Words was January, then the next album was Flavours in March, then Mechanised in May, then Animal Farmed in June, and then I had, what was the one after that? Scream, which was in August, and then at the end of October I brought out Stop Ready Go, and then just at the start of December I brought out the Whit album, which was a double album. So you've actually still got 5 albums to go through. Oh god. But I do hope you're enjoying them. I really genuinely hope you enjoy them. So please, if you like what you hear, like and subscribe down below, and we'll move on to the next album. Take care everyone, have a great day.